What's going on, guys? It's Rest, and in today's video I want to go over a melee Zane build. I actually recently got a comment asking if I could do a build like this, and I thought it would be a great idea. Now, disclaimer, this is not a pure melee build, as on Mayhem 10 pretty much any pure melee build is just not viable. You can somewhat make it work on Amara, but even then it's a struggle. So this build is going to be involved all around the face puncher, which is a shotgun that does do melee damage, which technically considers it a melee build. Zane has some very interesting skills and techniques you can use to make the face puncher viable, and I hope this build brings that to light. So if that interests you, as always, my builds are located in my Discord channel. If you'd like to download them, link to the Discord will be in the description. If you download the build, enjoyed the video, find it helpful in any way, consider subscribing and dropping a like. It's free and it's what allows me to keep making videos like this for you guys. But with all that being said, I hope you enjoy the build. Alright, so like I said, this is a face puncher based build, so the face puncher is going to be the only weapon I'm running. If you want to run a MP5 for movement speed or just any debuff weapon, you can as well, but you really only need this face puncher. Now, I would recommend a 300% increased weapon damage against enemies above 90% health anoint, because this is going to let your sticky bombs or just the gun itself do a lot more damage. As you see, I am running a ×7 one. You could run a ×14 if you want to, but honestly, I think on Zane, the ×7 is more than enough for what we're about to talk about. So the class mod I'm going to be running is the Seen Dead. To no surprise, this is just Zane's best class mod. Whenever Zane damages an enemy with his weapon, he has a chance to automatically activate any of his kill skills, and all his kill skills have 25% bonus effects. This is giving you more melee damage, more weapon reload speed, and more weapon magazine size. Reload speed and magazine size is really good for the DPS of the face puncher, and the melee damage is also obviously really good at the face puncher. The face puncher can proc the Seen Dead, and it does not have to be a bullet damage, it just has to be the weapons. Now for the artifact, I'm going to run a Cryo Stone Commander Planetoid for the most part. This is giving you bonus cryo damage, and you're going to do 82% bonus elemental damage with whatever random element that rotates every 5 seconds. This is also giving you more magazine size, more movement speed, and more melee damage. All this is going to be really good for this build, and we're really focused on getting a lot of magazine size for this ×7 face puncher. For grenade, I'm running It's Piss, or a grenade throw, you get a bunch of bonuses. This is going to be really good for one of your skills. You're not going to be able to throw your grenade, but your drone can actually drop the grenade for you, which will give you these bonuses. Now for the shield, I'm running a Plus Ultra. While Sentinel's active, movement speed is increased by 15%, which is going to give you more damage later on with one of your skills. The Plus Ultra is actually really good because this is going to be a shield focus build on top of melee focus. You're going to be getting a lot of shield bonuses with a super fast recharge rate, and you also get a lot of health on top of this shield. So with all that combined together between the shield bonuses and the health, this shield is definitely going to be one of the best for this build. If you want to run something like a brawler to get more damage, you can, but you don't really need it, honestly. Now for bossing, I'm going to run a Berserker White Elephant. When you melee an enemy, you get more fire rate and sprint speed. The main thing you want is the fire rate, plus the White Elephant is going to apply sticky bombs. This is going to be 38% more melee damage, 62% more magazine size, and 48% more area of effect damage. All those are really good for bossing. You can just absolutely spam your face puncher, apply sticky bombs everywhere, and pretty much just instant melt anything in the game. It's literally just like you're applying bombs everywhere with the fire rate you're going to get between some of your skills and all the interactions between your class mod. Now, I also have a cut burst launch pad. This is just you need to get ammo back. You actually don't even need the launch pad part because the face puncher obviously does melee damage. So you can just shoot an enemy with the face puncher to get max ammo back. You don't really ever have to use this, but if you need it, that's why I'm including it. Now, get into the skills. This is where a lot of the stuff starts to synergize, and it makes the face puncher insane. So for the acting skills, we're going to be running the Sentinel with Bad Dose and Static Field so we can get our shield back even more. Plus, we're going to be applying debuffs to enemies to help kill them even faster. Now for the barrier, we're going to be running Nanites or some shite and All Arounder, because this is going to let your shield go all around you, hence the name. And then with this one, you're going to get more health regeneration, less shield recharge delay, and more reload speed, which again is all really good for this build. So since we're in undercover, we'll start right here. We're getting 5 points ready for action, so we get more shield recharge rate and shield recharge delay, and this is actually really good. The Plus Ultra. The Plus Ultra already has super good stats in these departments, so this is buffing it even more to make your shield even better than it already is. Now I'm putting 5 points and Rise to the Occasion, so you get more health generation lower your shield is. This is nice to just have some health generation because you're going to have a huge health bar with the Plus Ultra, so this is going to be nice to get some of that health back. But then I'm putting 3 points in Stiff Upper Lip, so we get 16% damage resistance to whatever damage that hits us. This is going to help out your survivability as well. Since you're playing a melee focused build, you're going to be really close and you need as much survivability as possible. Now, I'm actually putting 3 points in adrenaline right here so we can get down to the bottom, but this does help. You're getting a little bit more active skill cooldown rate if your things ever do go down, but this is never going to happen with this build, and we'll get into why that is in 1 second. But 1 point in confident competence. So when our shields are active, we get more gun damage, more accuracy. Both of these are actually really good for the face puncher. More accuracy is going to obviously let you shoot the shotgun more accurate at longer ranges, and more damage is going to let you have more damage. Now, I'm putting 1 point in really expensive jacket, so our elemental status effects applied to us have reduced duration, so you won't just die to a random barrel or just something hitting you. Then 1 point in futility belt, so we get resistance to non-elemental damage, and actually whenever we kill an enemy, we're gonna get all the status effect damage on us just do non-elemental damage. So not only if a status effect gets applied to us, it's not going to be doing elemental damage, and on top of that, with this kill, it's gonna have a 50% duration reduced, and it can just go off of you immediately, and it makes the survivability on Zane even crazier, because all of that paired with the barrier and not being able to get shot, you're not going to die with this build. Now, I'm putting 1 point in best serve cold so I can get down to the last skill, but this is actually going to help you just freeze targets, which is going to be really good for the last skill for calm, cool, and collected. So whenever we freeze an enemy, we're going to have our health immediately start regenerating if our shields are full. If our health is full, our shields are going to start regenerating, but if both are full, we're actually going to get our cooldowns and all our durations back instantly. So this is going to let us infinitely keep our barrier and drone up at all times, and you will never have to worry about it going on cooldown. Now, if you remember, we're going to be running the artifact, so our melees do cryo damage, so we can actually freeze people with that. And then on top of that, if you do freeze an enemy, melees do 300% more damage in this game to a cryo frozen target. So that means the face puncher is getting 300% bonus damage with that as well. It is really, really good. The synergy of this build is nuts, and that is just the first skill tree. So now going into Hitman, this is a lot of the stuff starts to come together. Again, we're putting 5 points in violent speed, so we get 30% more movement speed whenever we kill an enemy, which again is going to get buffed in our class mod. More movement speed is really, really nice because that's going to pair well with violent momentum, so we get more damage the faster we move. Now, you don't even have to do this. I'm telling you, if you just want to play a normal game and just shoot the face puncher like you normally would, you're still going to one-shot enemies. But if you ever need more damage, literally all you have to do is just walk, and you're going to get a lot more damage. But 1 point drone delivery, this is a skill I was talking about, so we can drop the It's Piss grenade to get the bonuses and apply debuffs, which is nice. 5 points of cool hands, so we get more reload speed, and then even more after we kill an enemy, which again is getting buffed with our class mod. This is going to be really good with the face puncher. You can absolutely just reload the face puncher like crazy, and it makes it an DPS monster. Now, 1 point death follows close, so we get a kill skill bonus, and all our kill skills are going to last 7 seconds longer, which is going to let us keep reprocking them over and over again. This is really, really good. Pretty much everything I'm already talking about is just getting buffed by additional 25% on top of the 25% you get from the class mod, and they all last 7 seconds longer. Now, I have 3 points in playing dirty right here, which is getting buffed to 5 with our class mod. This is going to give you a 75% chance to shoot an extra shot, but between death follows close and your class mod, given the 25% bonus effect, 75% is enough to always shoot that other shot. And on the face puncher, this is actually really good for bossing, because now instead of shooting 7 shots, you're going to shoot 8, which is again going to have another chance to apply a sticky bomb, which makes bossing even easier. It's not the greatest skill for multi-pellet weapons, but on the face puncher, it is more beneficial than some others. Now, 5 points in violent violence, so we get 36% more fire rate whenever we kill an enemy. This is what is going to allow your face puncher to just actually just spam bullets everywhere. Between this and all your reload speed and magazine size bonuses, it is literally just a death machine of constant explosions or just normal damage, just one-shotting everything. Now, I'm putting 3 points of good misfortune right here. Now, honestly, you don't need 3 points in it, but with level 65, to me, you might as well just throw it in there just to be sure. So this is going to let your action skill duration actually get increased whenever you kill an enemy. And if you remember, their class mod is actually going to just always progress whenever you shoot an enemy, but obviously killing enemies is not hard with this build. So you're going to get 18% of your max duration on your action skills that are active back. And then on top of calm, cool, and collected right here, you're also going to have a chance to just instantly restore all of it, and you should never ever have to run out of your action skill. Now, like I said, this is complete overkill, and if you want to optimize and put points in other places, you can. To me personally, I like to run it like this just so I don't have to worry about it. And then finally, 1 point in seeing red right here, which again is another skill that's not really needed since just shooting an enemy can proc your skills. But this is also very nice for boss scene. So whenever you activate your action skill, all your kill skills are active. So if you have 2 action skills, you're going to get 2 stacks of all these because they can all stack twice. And it's really good for, like, if you're going against Grave Warden, just any boss area that you're trying to farm, because you can use your action skills. You're going to obviously get your bonuses from your action skills on top of proccing all of your kill skills, and you can absolutely slay anything in the game. Now finally, the last good tree, I'm putting 3 points in Primunitus, which I know I said that wrong, but this is giving you 25% more magazine size, which is actually going to allow you to get your face puncher up to 12 shots. And since this is a ×7 version, you're only going to consume 1 shot. Now, I think I will show you really quick, since I'm already right here. This is the amount of fire rate you can expect for this build, and you can just constantly just spam shots over and over again. As you see, the reload speed is just insanely fast, and if you run the sticky bomb, you're going to be applying sticky bombs all the time. Now I'm running 5 points in borrowed time, which again is more overkill for what I was just talking about. This is going to give you 30% more action skill duration the more action skills you have out. So this is just going to make your action skills last longer. You can get calm, cool, and collected to reproc it, or you're going to have your class mod keep reprocking it over and over again. Then finally, 5 points in Dynabroke, so we get 23% more damage and some health regeneration whenever we kill an enemy. This is also going to help with survivability on top of your shields, just pretty much always being up. You're going to have your health constantly generated between this and your other skill, and you're just never going to be able to die with this build, and it is super fun to play. So that's going to do it for the melee Zane build. I really hope you guys enjoy. If you want a very tanky / melee damage style build, this is definitely the one for you. I don't see many people actually going a full-on shield Zane build, and I figured I wanted to bring this to light because Undercover is actually a decent skill tree if you play around it, and I feel like this build lets it shine like it's supposed to. The face puncher is already an insane weapon. It doesn't need much to make it work, but on top of every other skill that we have in this build, it makes it even stronger than it already is. But that's not all for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Prada Bay, run away, don't go. I'm in hell, might as well just go.